Thank you very much, Sally, and apologies to everybody here for being a little late, having seen Wales only narrowly get defeated 9-8. But a great symbol of multicultural Britain, the whole of Britain backed Wales, whatever background or that nation you came from. I also thank Raven and Sally for their great leadership of the United Against Fascism. And this is the first opportunity I have on behalf of the Labour Party to thank United Against Fascism for the fantastic work you did in Barking. Without the UAF, we would not That's the important lesson. The people who think that you can only defeat the BNP by leafleting and writing letters to the Times must understand that you have to campaign actively in the way that the UAF is doing. This is a very important but dangerous time to hold a conference like this. Unemployment rising, especially for young people, now nearly 1 million, the biggest number since records began. Growth stalling, real wages falling, the banks failing, savage cuts in public services, the international context, including in Europe, very bad because the right across the world is driving a program of austerity to deal with the aftermath of the banking crisis, and that doesn't work. But what we see in Britain is a media promoting a kind of resigned pessimism to this attack. The politics of gloom, fatalism spreading across from the right and across the media. And it isn't automatic that progressive forces of the left succeeds against this background, as we saw only too ominously in the 1930s. And when we see a government targeting scapegoats, attacking the Human Rights Act, attacking European solidarity in favour of little Englander populism, attacking employment rights, attacking pensions for public sector workers, attacking Muslim organisations as part of a neocon programme through the government's Prevent strategy, attacking multiculturalism, and that's why this conference is right at the centre of the fight for justice and fairness to all, regardless of race, faith, gender, or sexuality. Because when a British Prime Minister attacks our multicultural society in, of all places, Munich, that's a concern. When he does so on the very same day that the English Defence League swaggers aggressively through Luton, preaching fascism and racism, without even condemning it, that's downright frightening. When in addition, the PM says that muscular liberalism should replace multiculturalism, has he the slightest idea that his words are an open invitation to the EDL and the BNP to say, we have a friend in high places, which is exactly, of course, what they did. Has Cameron the faintest idea that his speech, coinciding as it did with that EDL demonstration, caused fear to ripple through every Muslim household in Britain? And we say at this conference, politicians should not play fast and loose with issues of race and religion in a way that scapegoats minorities. Genuine multiculturalism celebrates not simply the importance of difference, but common British identity, common citizenship, and it cherishes dialogue and tolerance between different communities, races, and faiths. And Britain, whether the right wing likes it or not, is a genuinely multicultural society. We always have been. That's our history, especially post-Second World War. People of different races and faiths being encouraged to settle here. That's why we won the bid for the 2012 Olympics. We didn't send an EDL, BNP, whites-only delegation to that decision-making forum. The International Olympic Committee saw before us in the British delegation a microcosm of our multicultural world. Multi-race, multi-faith, multi-identity, all lobbying for the same British cause to win the Olympics next year for London. Because the truth is, as on the Olympics across the board, the truth is we're stronger standing together in our multicultural society, and we're weaker divided apart. Defending our multicultural way of life is important because it enriches us all, from football to poetry, from music to IT. It's impossible to conceive of a BNP or EDL all-white Britain. It would be unrecognisable from the Britain we know and experience today. And that's why defending Muslims and opposing Islamophobia is vital. Why fighting anti-Semitism is crucial. Why confronting the poison of the BNP and the EDL is essential, and why demonstrating and arguing and organising to unite against fascism is fundamental. The multiculturalism we enjoy today was defended and advanced through struggles against racism and uniting communities, from demonstrations against the black shirts attacking Jews in the 1930s to the mass movement mobilised by the Anti-Nazi League in the 1970s and 1980s. When the black shirts were confronted at Cable Street, they were pushed right back. When the National Front was confronted by the Anti-Nazi League, they collapsed. I am not flinched on supporting UAF as we confront the BNP and the EDL today. Let's drive around town centres, from Tower Hamlets to Swansea, from Bolton to Leicester, from Barking to Birmingham. And let's make sure that the BBC's Question Time never again gives a platform to the racist. During the anti-apartheid struggle in South Africa, to helping lead the anti-apartheid movement in Britain, to fighting racism and fascism and the far right through the Anti-Nazi League and the United Against Fascism. I always put the struggle at the centre of my political life. But today, we face a serious threat, not just from the BNP, but from the EDL above all. The far right is on the rise and on the march, right across Europe. As Jean said, feeding off mounting popular grievances caused by the banking crisis, the economic recession, the cuts, and the attacks on jobs. And that's why when we oppose their racist poison, we must also stand with public sector workers defending their jobs and their pensions too. In Britain, the way that the Tory government is slashing public spending is making our poorest communities even poorer, in turn providing easy targets for those who cannot get jobs or houses to scapegoat people of a different race or a different faith. This divide and rule politics has always been a trademark of the right, and we've got to resist it by projecting an alternative economic and social agenda and standing up proudly for our multiracial and our multicultural society. Thank you very much, and good luck to all.